Welcome back to Roots and Wings. I'm Shauna Perrine, and today I have my friend here, Laurel Yetter. Am I saying your name right?
Yes, you are.
Awesome. Welcome
Or
to Roots.
Laurel. No,
Laurel. I'm so excited to have you here. Before we get started, I'm going to kind of ask you some rapid fire questions just so people can get to know you a little bit. Does that sound good?
Okay.
Where were you born?
Van Nuys, California.
And where were you raised?
All over Southern California.
If you had a hot drink or a cold drink, which one would you pick?
The warm coffee.
The hot coffee. We both have our
Yes.
hot coffees today.
Cheers.
If you had to pick, cheers. If you had to pick between Pilates or running, which one would you pick?
Oh, girl. I think right now, I'd pick running.
Really?
I'm just on a running mindset right now.
That's
Yeah.
good. My
But-
husband is going for that too.
Yeah.
He's a runner.
But man, those Pilates kick my butt.
I know. Laurel and I have been having fun at Pilates.
You've been my accountability buddy?
Yeah. Are you more of a you would rather work out at home or at the gym?
I think right now, home. But I like gym. I like the classes. Because
Okay.
it gets me out of bed and goes and I get focused. But there's something fun that doing it at your house.
Yeah.
Just go out on the porch or whatever and have a zen moment and
the
work out.
nature.
Yeah, the nature.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
So you like the accountability is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
I feel like that's a key word I heard a couple times. If it is a Friday, which today is Friday,
Oh yeah.
are you more likely to
Friday.
be out on the town? Or are you more of a stay-in girl and do some? Or I don't know.
I
What's your...
probably would go out for a hike, or if I live near the ocean, would go out. I'd be out on the beach,
Oh,
or go out on a hike in the forest.
okay. Summer or winter?
Summer, girl, summer.
I was like, look at you, you're all tan.
Yeah.
Apple or Android?
Apple.
Morning or night?
Morning, even though right now with working night shifts, my circadian rhythm is more night, but I really enjoy the morning, watching the morning sunrise. But you know what? There's something to be said about a sunset.
But when's your creativity? When are you alive?
Morning.
Okay. Car or truck?
A truck, because you could do a lot. You could go camping in a truck. You could move stuff in a truck.
When's the last time you washed your car, truck, / whatever you have?
Maybe a month ago. And then also just with the rain. recently.
Yeah. Have you ever been on a podcast before?
No, this is my first one. I'm nervous.
Amazing.
But it's also fun.
Well, it's exciting. I always think whenever you get the little butterflies, it's just because it's fun and exciting.
Yeah.
How long have we known each other?
I think a good solid year, right? Or maybe,
Under a year.
was it under a year? I know that fun lake boat day. That's when I really got to know you. I'm like, this
Did we
chick is
meet
cool.
before then?
I think we did,
Okay.
but
Maybe at Tuna Bop or something?
maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just remember.
I think I
wanna be
got
friends
to
with this
know
girl.
you
Yeah.
on the boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to jump in. Could you tell me just in a really quick nutshell, who is Laurel?
Well, I would say my name means Laurel Taryn, so it means victorious spirit. Taryn is an earthen vessel, so I'd say that.
I love that.
Joyful. I love people. I love connections. I love culture. Love traveling. There's something fun about just when you're traveling and you can connect with someone
Yeah.
and have that genuine conversations about life
Yeah.
and just learning about them, their food, what they do for a living.
What's been your recent travel?
Ooh, Italia. I went on a Mediterranean cruise with my
I'm
family.
jealous.
Yes.
Okay.
We went to Italy, Tunisia, Barcelona, Genoa, Portofino. Who I am, Laurel, I'd say joyful, friendly, loving, kind, caring. Be a free, fun spirit.
Yes, I agree with that. The premise of this podcast, I think I shared when I was telling you about starting it, that I really wanted Roots and Wings to be something where we are sharing stories about courage. And I know just from knowing you that you have taken so many courageous steps in your life. I know even some recently. Share a story in your life where you took a step of courage.
There was a moment in my life where I had this opportunity to move to Newport Beach, California. And I'm just like, do I do it? Do I not? And I don't know. I just prayed about it a lot. And I feel like sometimes when you're just in alignment with God and His will, courage can look a little scary because you don't know the unknown and you get scared and it's uncomfortable and there's all these uncertainty questions. And I think when I just surrendered and said, okay, God, if you want me to move, then I'll move. And if you want me to have this job, then I'll have this job. I really wanted to work in the mother baby field. And I was working as a CNA, and I thought, you know what, I want to live near the ocean. And I applied to this job and I got it. Ended up working at Hoag Hospital, which was the bomb. And then it was like, okay, I got the job. Now what do I do? Oh, I got to find a place to live. And so I'm like, all right, Lord, you're just going to take me to where I need to be. And good old Craigslist got on there and just started applying, or not applying, but looking for places to live. And lo and behold, I find this beauty of a gym on the peninsula of Newport Beach. God's so good and he's so faithful, because I remember when I was a teenager, I thought, I would love to live in a harbor. Just something about being in the ocean and being near water and like the boats. It's like, oof. And God's so faithful, because fast forward, oh my gosh, I pull up to this little apartment. I walk upstairs and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. What? This is so cool. This would be so cool. Half on the peninsula, I walk out and literally there's the harbor right there. Literally 5 steps. And then you turn to your left and you go across the street. Boom, there's the ocean. What? Okay, I'm just going to trust you, Lord. If this is meant to be, then it's meant to be. And I met my roommates. They were absolutely wonderful. And then they called me a couple days later and they're like, hey, we want you to move. I'm like, wait, God, what? Pinch me. And I'll never forget, on moving day, my mom, my uncle, and my cousin was helping me get all my stuff together. Because, and let's face it, moving is difficult,
moving is crazy.
right? But I remember pulling up, and there was this little like lighthouse on the beach. They call it Mother's Beach. It's on the harbor side. It's more of like calm water, because boats go in and out of the harbor. But I just remember looking at the lighthouse going, wow, Lord, you answered my prayer of even years ago. In my heart, you gave me that desire of wanting to live near the water. And I'm like, you're so good. And the lighthouse to me I felt like a beacon of light and his faithfulness. And getting to know my roommates, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. These women are awesome. And then just living like on the beach and going to work and loving the hospital and like people I worked with. I met so many cool people. And then just, that kind of kickstarted my path to where I'm now here with you in Nashville. I thought,
I'm like, I thought you lived on a beach, but I'm pretty sure you live here now.
Yeah. Well, because then I thought, I want to pursue this more and become a nurse.
Yeah.
And so then that's also where another encouraging, courageous take the step forward came from. It's like, do I move from what I know, my family, my stability, my foundation, and go into the world unknown? What, middle of United States? And
So you went from there to here?
Yep.
Okay.
From there to here. No family, nothing. I took a road trip with my mom and her best friend in a small little SUV. You know those little Nissan Jukes? They're like literally...
No, I don't know that one. Is it smaller than
it's like
a car?
The size of this couch.
Oh my.
Maybe even smaller.
What?
Yes. So I rented a U-Haul U-Pod and put half of my stuff in there. And then whatever didn't fit, crammed it in my little cart. And my mom and her best friend, we drove cross country.
What troopers?
Yeah, it was fun.
You have a good mom. I don't know her, but you have a good mom.
Yeah. And then just moving here. And then again, I know it's about, you kind of mentioned on courage and like taking that leap of faith. But I think God is always intertwined in it. And he's faithful. Yeah. Because I really like bird noises. And for some reason, I love doves. And there was a dove in our neighborhood in Newport Beach. And I thought, well, how is there a dove at the ocean? But that was another weird, funky prayer. I'm like, Lord, if you bring me to Tennessee, wherever I live, I want to see a dove. Because I just feel like it's a symbol of peace.
Yeah.
And it's just a soothing noise to hear. It sounds like, I love you, you. Sorry, my quirkiness. And then I remember pulling up to the house I was going to live at and getting out and just really taking in like, holy smokes, I live in Tennessee now. And I got out of my car and I look up and I'm like, is that a dove? Oh my gosh, it's a dove.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, you're so faithful.
Do you feel like the Lord has given you constant symbols that you've asked for?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to somebody that's maybe thinking about taking a step and they're scared, they're in the middle of it, or maybe they're completely avoiding it because it's just too much?
I think just prayer and processing, like writing it out and talking through it with people that you feel safe with. And then the part that I'm still working on and actively trying to do is taking the action and taking that step and doing it and trusting, because when you do, then you realize, oh, well, that wasn't that bad. Oh my gosh, God, you're faithful. And then you just throw in some more little love kisses along the way and really cool things that you didn't even think were possible.
I love that. Thanks for sharing. This has been Roots and Wings with Shauna Perrine and our special guest today, Laurel Yetter. And it's been so fun to share with you guys just how to take those steps and also just hearing your story. I know there's so much more. I wish this podcast was like an hour long so I could just hear more of your stories. But follow Laurel. She'll be tagged in all of this. And go follow her journey as she takes these steps. And I hope she shares more of, how the Lord shows up and gives her those signs that she's asking for and is just so faithful. And I love hearing that. So thanks so much. Come back next week.